Hey guys, what is going on? This is card number 5, and today I'm going to bring you guys another Flashback review, and we're going to be talking about one of the most requested reviews, and that is going to be the Ichiro Suzuki Flashback card of the Seattle Mariners. It was actually his rookie year. So first, to obtain this card, we go to Conquer and Command. You want to go after the Seattle Mariners, of course, and conquer the Mariners. You command the Mariners, rack up innings played. I think it's 700 innings. And then you embody them by feeding players to your dynasty player, and you'll finally get Ichiro Suzuki, 93 overall, from the year 2001, actually his rookie year. And now, guys, I will show you his stats, and show you his player card as well. First, we'll actually show you his player card. He is a right fielder, but I mainly play him in center. But these are his attributes. Pretty much maxed out against for contact and vision. Just 94, and he's one off for max vision. So he is a very similar card to the Tony Gwynn, if you guys saw that review. However, the difference between him and that Gwynn, for hitting wise, in my opinion, comes from that power. There's hardly any power there. Against righties, there is a little bit of power, but not too much. He does have 99 clutch, but of course, if you guys watch my videos, I don't believe clutch does really much in the game. He is also a good bunter, 85 bunting. But look at his defense. It's amazing. 96 fielding, 99 arm strength, 90 arm accuracy, 90 reaction. He's got 98 speed, 86 stealing. Everything is phenomenal about him except power. I want to show you my stats thus far with him. I finally got him. I do have 50 ABs with him in 13 games, so I feel like my sample size is there now. I don't have any home runs with him. Haven't been trying to hit home runs at all. I've struck out twice out of twice in 50 ABs. I think I do have a walk, and I got hit by pitch twice. People don't really pitch around Ichiro. I do see a lot of pitches, but it's hard to get walks with him because people know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get on base. Now, as far as his average, I am batting 440, 500 against righties, which I'm even amazed. This is all online because I haven't used Ichiro at all in Conquest or computer. 333 against lefties. The average running and scoring position is a problem because people just like to challenge me up and in, so I need to be a little more aggressive for that. Everything else that was solid. I'm getting on base with him, which is what matters the most. I'm not having much slugging at all. I think I only have a double or two, and OPS is 932. I think I have one stolen base, and I got caught once with him. I don't really steal much with him because I don't like risking it, but he can do that, and he can also lay down a bunt or two and run those out. So yeah, those are his attributes. Next, we're going to show you guys some hitting tips. We're also going to give you guys some gameplay clips as well, so stay tuned for that. Also, guys, before we get into some tips, I do want to show you one thing. I want to show you what happens when you move Ichiro from center field to left field to right field. His primary is right field, so he's a 93 there. If we do move him to center field without touching anything, he becomes a 98 overall. Of course, we have to edit his attributes because there is a 5% hit, so we take away 5% of his defense. We'll take away 4 from reaction. We'll take away 5 from fielding. I don't know if it affects the arm strength or not, but we'll even take away 5 from that. Alright, he still is a 96 overall in center field, and if we move him to left field, he drops to a 91. So the differences are that left field puts more weight into hitting, specifically power, not as much contact. Right field, you're kind of more balanced. You kind of want a combination of arm strength, fielding, and hitting. And center field looks mainly just at defense. So that's why these overalls change. But I just do want to show you guys that in my eyes, Ichiro is higher than a 93, especially when you look at the skill set he possesses. He really has the skill set of a center fielder, not so much a right fielder. It's just that he preferred to play right field, and he never wanted to play center in his career. But that's just fine. You can still play him in center, and you're going to get about a 96 overall player. So you're going to get one of the best center fielders, basically, what I'm saying, and when you move him over to center. And here are a few clips with Ichiro where I get some base hits. By contact swinging too. By contact swinging, you hit a lot of weak liners that drop in front of the outfielders because the outfielders will be playing shallow on Ichiro. So you want to use a contact swing, and I'll show you guys more why that is in batting practice. Here's another instance where I get 2 strikes on Ichiro, and again, I just go to contact swing, and I'm trying to hit it to the left side, just anything, and I get a pitch down and away here. I get just enough of it and get it past the third baseman. I mean, you get a lot of hits just like that. Alright guys, so here we are in some batting practice. Showing you guys Ichiro's batting stance right there. We are on the zoom camera, and we're going to go ahead and do some bat control. So first, like I said in those clips, I like to contact swing a lot with Ichiro. I really think you can contact swing the entire time and get away with it. The main reason for that, you know, when I first started playing the game, I was like, well, I'll never really want to contact swing at all, because you just don't get enough lift behind it. You won't be able to hit those gappers or not. But I believe Ichiro is that one exemption, because if you power swing, you're not going to really hit home runs. You might get one every now and then just down the line, but is it really worth power swinging for, you know, 100, 200 ABs to get maybe 4 or 5 home runs? Not really. And then the X swing. Is there really a point to X swing when they're playing shallow on you and you square it up, or you hit a deep fly ball? They're still going to get to it, just like right there. That's going to be caught, and that's an X swing. I'll show you guys a few more X swings. The only time it's really going to cut through, and if you get jammed any time, it's an out, just like that. Even if you're on the ball up and in, it's going to be a lot of lineouts. So that's when I started contact swinging, and I believe it works really, really well. So get that out of the way first. I know if you're in the habit of like, well, never contact swing, it's bad. For the most part, I agree. Contact swinging is pretty much pointless, except with like a couple players, maybe Ichiro and D. Orton. But here we're going to start contact swinging and showing you guys just how different the ball comes off the bat when you contact swing. And you don't want to hit the ball hard with Ichiro. It sounds weird, but if you hit the ball softer, especially on the left side of the infield, you're more likely to run out a ground ball. So that's another reason for contact swinging. Now let's start talking about some tips with Ichiro. Obviously, the main tip is you want to get on top of the ball. You want to hit grounders or line drives, and that's really all you want to focus on. So I would recommend starting your PCI high and in if you want to really get yourself in the habit of doing that. Hit those ground balls. Also, when doing that, you want to be late on pitches, even if it's high and in. Just foul it off. I mean, you can turn on them every now and then, like that. That was probably a hit. You can turn on them if they pitch you inside, but you're more likely to get a hit if you're late on the pitch. So try your best to be late on it. Try your best to get on top of it, hit those line drives. As you can see here, I am circle swinging, and you get a lot of weak liners, and I believe those work a lot better with Ichiro. Right there is what you don't want to do. I overcompensated a little bit and swung under it. Easy outs. If you're contact swinging, you better make sure you hit on top of the ball. So yeah, it doesn't matter if they're pitching away or in. You can still get little bloopers. Just allow yourself to get jammed. Allow yourself, you know, to go with the pitch. The only time you should really be swinging early is when there's a runner on first and there's a bigger hole between second and first base. And then yeah, go ahead and then try to pull the ball on the ground. I'd still recommend contact swinging, just like that right there. That probably would have been a hit. I'd still recommend contact swinging for that, but you can use X swing in that case if you really want to. Yeah, other than that, I really don't see any reason to ever use the X or square swing. Just stay on top of the ball and go with it. Just like that right there. Even that would be a tough play. I know that's a weak liner, but even that's going to be a tough play. That shortstop's going to have to make a really strong throw, and if it's a shortstop with a weaker arm, I don't know, say Jimmy Rollins or somebody, or Carlos Correa, you might be able to run that out. So again, start your PCI either up and high or up and away, and try your best, you know, just to get on top of it and go with it. Sometimes you will have weak flyouts. I mean, that's just part of Ichiro. You're just gonna have to accept that. Something else you can do with Ichiro, and I'm not saying to cheese with him or anything, but take advantage of the fact that people know he can bunt and run it out. He's got speed. So make sure you always have your eye on the third baseman to see if he's playing in, and maybe just show bunt a couple times a game, or you know, look at the third baseman. That way they know, okay, he's looking at third baseman, he might be drag bunting. That way you can bring those corners in and have an even higher chance of a base hit. Anyways, those are my tips for Ichiro. I'm hitting over 400 with him in 50 games, playing you know, pretty much good opponents. I've been facing a lot of good quality opponents in DD. So trust me, guys, it's working. The power of the contact swing and getting on top of the pitch and trying to hit it on the left side as much as possible, just like that. A routine grounder like that is a tough play to get Ichiro out. But anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope these tips do help you with him, because I know a lot of people were saying he's not very good in the game. I just think you have to play differently with him. Don't swing for the fence, and adjust your game. But this is Cardinal Bird 5 signing out. Peace.